Hello everyone, welcome to Yokohama and the Nissan Stadium as we get ready for the start of the Japanese season. As always, we get underway with the FUJIFILM Super Cup, this year's curtain raiser that sees last year's league champions Kawasaki Frontale take on the winners of the Emperor's Cup, Urawa Red Diamonds. Great occasion, of course, fingers crossed for a great match too. We'll have to go some to beat last year's FUJIFILM Super Cup, where we went to penalties and saw 9 penalties in a row missed. It will go to penalties if we have no winner after 90 minutes. Perfect conditions for a game of football. Sunny, 13 degrees here at the Nissan Stadium in Yokohama. And these two teams certainly with a point to prove as they make their way onto the pitch. Two attacking teams, two teams who like to play their football, I think it's fair to say. Great atmosphere. You can get upwards of 60,000 in this stadium. COVID protocols will have slashed that slightly, but it doesn't matter. We are grateful to be here. Kawasaki so impressive in the last few seasons, the league champions, the last 4 out of 5 in the last 2 years, of course. Leandro, the man with the goals for them. But Urawa Red Diamonds, who have such a good fan base, of course, and have such an interesting history. Had such a great time in 2003 to 2006. Had a bit of a dip, but are coming back under Ricardo Rodriguez. National anthem done and dusted. The new season about to get underway. Fabulous stadium, of course. Fans are making a lot of noise, and as you can see, not a completely full stadium. Not quite out of our pandemic yet, are we? Leandro, the man who scored 23 goals, 2021's most valuable player, Leandro Damiò. But Urawa Reds have their players as well. Ken Urawa has come in from Tokushima Vortis, the old club of Ricardo Rodriguez, of course. And such a good fan base, such a loyal fan base as well. Both these teams, a lot of turnover, a lot of departures for Frontale in particular, losing Morita to Santa Clara in Portugal, or Tanaka to Düsseldorf in Germany, Mitoma to Brighton and Hove Albion in the Premier League in England, and Hatate to Celtic. And of course for the Urawa Reds, a lot of veterans, Mikano, the man who scored that late winner in the Emperor's Cup that got them here into the Super Cup last season. He's gone to Vissel Kobe. Abe has retired. This is Frontale then. Keep an eye out, of course, for Leandro Damiò. But, of course, a very important incomer, number 18, Chanatip Songkrasin, the Thailand captain, in from Sapporo. A real creative powerhouse. Likes the ball to feet and will be looking to score and to feed as well. And, well, a team that likes to attack, and we shall see how that unfolds. Jung Sung Ryong, the man in goal. And this is the Urawa Reds. And as I said, Ken Urawa is making his debut for the Reds. Hiroki Sakai as well, a defender from Marseille, previously in Hanover as well. He makes his debut as well. And in a way, it's all about who isn't in the team. There's no Kasper Juncker, the Danish forward. Had his first full season last season, sparked that second half revival of the Urawa Reds. So he's not there. No Ohato, no Carlson either. Schultz is in defence, but this is the man everyone will be looking at to see, well, just whether he can continue his hot run. Oshima lining up alongside him as well, the man who will look to provide some of the ammunition for the Brazilian. And as for the Reds, well, they've again gone without Juncker. Esaka Akamoto up front for them. Schultz and Uwanami doing the defensive duties in front of Nishikawa. And they have really been a powerhouse. VAR, as always, in action. Our VAR official is Yude Yamamoto, but the most important man, of course, is the man in the middle, Hiroki Kashihara. Noise starts to reach a crescendo. It's not full, it can't be full, but we are hoping that the fans that are here will enjoy an absolute dazzling start to the Japanese season in 2022. The FUJIFILM Super Cup about to get underway here at the Nissan Stadium in Yokohama. It's the Urawa Reds in red and white, kicking from right to left against the reigning league champions Kawasaki Frontale in, of course, the blue. Early touch for Kurumaya, back to the Korean Jung. Oh, and his first touch, his distribution, not what it would have been hoped for. Wakazama missing out. Tidied up by Yamane, looking to get forward a little bit from defence. Kanaga having to go backwards. Young Song-ryung looking to play it down the channel. Here's Leandro's first touch. And Schultz playing him some very close attention. Little smile from the Brazilian. The decision goes against him. Good bright opening from Urawa. Not had the possession, but certainly have been closing down. Esaka with the foul. Cagey opening minute or so here. Over the head. Chanatip looking to be busy. And Nishikawa was certainly rushed there. Ito finding Iwao, who'll just look to anchor the midfield. A lot of blue shirts back behind him, and Leandro making a nuisance of himself. Well, he's certainly got a lot of energy, hasn't he? No closed season hangover for him. Lovely first touch. Captain looking in good nick. This is better from the Reds, getting into the opposing half. Pushed forward by Iwao again. He'll be happy just to find some space. Here he is again. First ball in from Sakine, not the best. Iwao again, this time takes a deflection. Kai Shibato. This is dangerous. Ito looking for options, and he just ran out of time. Jung will roll it out. Here's Yamane playing it out down this near side. Kanaga. Yamane. Taniguchi. Well, it's been a cagey opening, hasn't it? Fans playing their part, making their noise. They've been outside the stadium donating food to charity before the match. Referee has a little glance at his assistant and he'll just come over to make sure nothing flares up on that far side. Noborizato is the man who is down at the moment. Oh, we've just got to knock the 31-year-old on the knee. I think he's going to be all right, but he, yeah, a little thumbs up. A little smile with Sakai, who he came together with. One, I imagine, that Noborizato will be able to run off. Been with the club since 2009, it's made his debut. A couple of substitute appearances then. 242 appearances for this one, for the experienced defender. And after all that, the throw is the Reds. First 5 minutes, not much to write home about at the moment. We're expecting a lot from these two teams. Like to play with the ball to feet, like to attack. Shima. It's all a little bit. Oh, an early chance and an early goal! I was about to say it's a little bit congested on that far side, but all of a sudden it opened up, and Kawasaki Frontale, well, their defending leaves something to be desired. And the Reds, inside the first 10 minutes, are up here in the Super Cup. Well, it came out of nothing on that far side. All of a sudden there was space. Good work on that far side. What a finish that was. Brilliant from Esaka. Great assist from Sakai as well. And there wasn't much that Young could do. Toru Esaka with his first goal, anybody's first goal of the season. And what will Frontale do head to head? They have the advantage. Out of 25 meetings, 12 wins, 8 draws and 5 defeats for Kawasaki. It's not been prolific necessarily, Esaka. Just 13 games, 5 goals from last season after his transfer from Kashiwa Reysol. Well, a little bit of work to be done for Toru Oniki. This will be the man who's happier, Ricardo Rodriguez, the man who came in from Tokushima Vortis after 4 seasons there. Really has breathed some life into this Reds team. Well, if you're a neutral, perhaps it's the best thing. An early goal, put some life into this match. Here's Schultz. Had to come wide to receive. Oh, and it's good closing down again from Leandro. won't get the corner. But he's looked lively, hasn't he, the Brazilian? Internacional, his original club in Brazil. Little loan, not successful loan period in Spain with Real Betis. Great atmosphere as always at this event. There he is, the man who needs to get on the score sheet and haul Kawasaki Frontale back into this Super Cup. Not great from Nishikawa. Chosen ahead of Zion Suzuki, the 19-year-old. Who is certainly making his name for the Reds. Handful of games last season. We'll be looking to get in front of the sticks again. Not at the moment. They've gone with experience, the Reds. Again, good work in the final third, winning the ball back. Esaka, the goal scorer, just getting the ball pushed out wide. Here he is again. Sakine. Esaka, that's a great ball through. And there are a couple of bodies here. Had to be dealt with by Yamane. Well, again, it opened up. It was a great pass that did it from Esaka. He's having a great game so far. Well, we're talking about Juncker not being in the Reds team, not leading the attack. Not entirely sure why. Esaka, 13 games, 5 goals. Certainly is a threat. See what he was trying to do. Ball looking for Kinaga. Ishikawa alive to the danger. Chanatip, we haven't talked about him very much, making his debut, of course, for Frontale. That's the sort of ball they'll be looking for, into the danger area. Taro Esaka, his goal, the difference between these two teams at the moment. Look how many red shirts are around the sole figure of Zhao Schmidt. Well, he was lucky to get away with that. Once again, bodies forward. Well, the elbow was up, I guess. There was contact made. The Brazilian in the ranks of Frontale. Sao Paulo man at the start of his career. Came to Frontale from Gran Passate. It's a decent bench. A young bench for the Reds. Schmidt is okay, he's up again. A little look over his shoulder. And now he'll just let that ball run out. Well, they took a while to get going, did Urawa Reds. But their fans are enjoying what they're seeing now. 1 up after 7 minutes. There's the man who started at Girona as a manager, then a couple of seasons with a couple of teams in Thailand. I'm sure he'll appreciate the danger of Chanatip on the other side for Frontale. They're fighting hard to take possession. Urawa really aggressive, and look at them coming forward. A lot of speed. Now the final ball after all that was poor. Run was a good one from Moritari. The fullback has stayed up. Schultz. Nami. Well, no clear-cut chances so far for Frontale. Just look at the red shirts and the tackles and the work rate. At the moment, they're out hustling Frontale. Oh, was he caught late? The referee just will have a little look. Takes his time and then blows for the foul on Leandro, who is wanting a bit more protection from the referee than he's getting at the moment. Janatip running into trouble again. This time it's Schmidt, who is just tapping the ankles of Urawa. The Reds have been very impressive in this opening quarter of an hour. They're 1-up thanks to a goal from Ataro Esaka after 7 minutes, if you've just joined us. And Frontale just struggling to find their rhythm at the moment. Kurimaya. Yamane keeps it in nicely. There's a bit of space now. Wakazawa finding Kanaga, who again, look at the hassling and the closing down. Excellent from Moritari for the Reds, but good possession kept this time from Frontale. Kanaga just drifting from this near side to the far side. It's all a little bit congested in the final third. Zhao Schmidt. Now here's the Thai captain, Chanatip. Hasn't really had a chance to show what he can do. One pass, perhaps the sum total of it at the moment. Away by Schultz. Here's Schmidt again. Here's the captain. Taniguchi gets rid of it nice and quickly. Kurimaya, they're playing a very high line at the moment. Both centre halves very high up for Frontale. And the Reds happy just to sit back. Yamane with the ball in. Here's the Brazilian, unable to turn inside the box. Leandro not being as effective as he would like at the moment. Chanatip. Nakazama. Well, they got to the line for the first time in this match and caused a little bit of discomfort for the Reds. Better from Kawasaki Frontale. Look how quickly they'll look to break though. It's very easy on the eye. Atari. Ito. Urawa just anchoring that midfield. Here's Schultz. A Danish defender coming a long way forward. Yamane giving it to Schmidt. Schmidt looking to curl the ball He does, is Noburuzato. Patient build-up from the league champions. Will they make it 3 in a row? That's a decent ball, and here's Leandro, he'll have a go. It took a deflection, and we'll have our first corner of the day. Well, the long ball sometimes is the best ball. Nice little layoff, wasn't it? Ianaga rather, playing his part with that little chest down. Ball in is a decent one. Out by Akimoto. Danger still not clear. Good defensive work from Shibato. This is better from Frontale. A little period of sustained pressure from them. Janatip been well marshalled so far in this match. 20 minutes gone. Still Ataru Esaka's goal. Beautifully worked on 7 minutes. The difference between these two teams, and goodness me, Sakai put all his chips on one colour and almost came up short. Janatip just starting to get into this game now, looking for the return ball. Tamaguchi, that's a decent ball. Nice little back heel from Kanaga, and it's clear the lines at all costs from the Reds. Taniguchi, now Kuramaya. Much better from Kawasaki Frontale at the moment. Noburuzato just coming forward on that wing-back position. Bit of work to be done by Kuramaya. A little bit of pressure again. Great closing down. Sakine this time pulled up by the referee. Noburuzato under a lot of pressure on that far side. Taniguchi. Reds just happy to put the pressure on a little bit further up the field. Look how animated Rodriguez is. Toru Oniki, man in the opposite dugout, who's come through the ranks, played for Frontale, coached after he retired through the different age groups. Done such a good job, hasn't he? 4 titles, J.League Cup, Emperor's Cup and Super Cup. So his name, Chanatip, shrewd signing, I think it's fair to say. Let's see what ball this is. Again, looking for that crossfield ball, and again, it's Nishikawa who was alive to the danger. Halfway through this first half, it's still our Reds who have the advantage. 7-minute goal from Toru Esaka. Bright and breezy. A little bit cagey in some passages of play, but certainly entertaining. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, wherever you're watching. Important from Uenami how to get that clearance. Frontale finding Kanaga, who's all over the final third, isn't he? Atari shepherding him. Schmidt playing it back to Taniguchi. This is nice. Noburuzato looking to find Leandro. Good block from Sakine, back doing defensive duties. And here he is again, little push in the back. that be a throw or a free kick? It will be a free kick. Yamane, a man who was bundled over. Bodies forward here, Yamane. That's a lovely ball. Found Leandro, couldn't get the angle. That was an excellent delivery. MEIJI Yamane, 28-year-old. Third season now with Frontale after coming from Shonan Bellmare. Making his 69th appearance for the Blues in this match against the Reds. Akimoto gets the ball back from Sakai, a little bit careless delivery. Again, great movement. Oh, that was a lovely ball through from Esaka, the goal scorer, has shown some deft touches. And this is a decent ball. And what an important touch that was, and I think it was going wide anyway. It looked to me like it was Schultz. And the captain had to scramble. Another corner for Frontale. And Akimoto is down, touching his calf, which is not a good sign.
Good boys, well done boys, good.
Well, you can hear what Rodriguez thinks. That was the contact at the other end. That was a great ball from Leandro under pressure, wasn't it? And Schultz got ahead. It was definitely going wide. I'm not sure the keeper realised. Safety first. Referee just checking. He'll look to keep the match running if he can. And he's up. To the relief of the fans, Akimoto, 24 years of age, the youngster. Just his third season in the J.League, and his second with the Reds. But it's the Reds will have to do some defending here. Taniguchi's up. Meyer looking to cause some problems. Good from Schultz. Got the ball clear. Going as far as Nakazama. Here he is again. You wouldn't like to call this match, would you? The Reds very impressive going forward. You feel Frontale have a little bit more to come. Yamane pushing up on the flank. Kanaga gets the ball back again. Look at the defensive work, the shift being put in by Akimoto. Oh, it's fabulous. What a back heel that was to find Kanaga. All of a sudden it opened up a little bit like it did for the goal at the other end for Esaka. Good pressure. A little bit of space on this far side. Leandro wants it. You see his hand up at the far post. And it will be a goal kick after all that. I'd love to see that back heel again. Toro Oniki, manager since 2017, of course. 133 matches for Frontale as well, just a solitary goal. You get the sense that the referee's always going to know what's on Leandro's mind. He was having another conversation there. Nishikawa plays it long. It was a good header from Taniguchi. Decisive, came to meet the ball. Here he is again with those red boots. Decent ball forward, not controlled. by Yamane. Oh, that's not quite so good from Nishikawa. Oh, shadows creeping across this fabulous Nissan Stadium here in Yokohama. That's a lovely little ball. There's a bit of space here. Here's Kanaga. Quickly closed down. Well, I thought it was a foul. The assistant was right on the spot and decided it was a fair challenge. Chanatip on that far side has been well marshalled by Schultz. Wild ball, it'll stay in though. Bit of work to be done by Sakai. Well, it was Taniguchi. If you're unkind, you might say that was a centre-half's ball in. There's the instant before. Well, yeah. The foot was definitely in from Kanagi, but if you're old school, you might say that was just a fair shoulder barge and challenge. Frontale with the majority of the possession, but the most important stat after half an hour of this match is the one you can see in the left-hand corner rather, of the screen, and that is that Urawa Reds are a goal to the good thanks to Toru Esaka. Just 7 minutes into this match. It was a lovely finish after a really smooth assist as well. Hope you're enjoying the opener to the Japanese season. Remember, the J.League starts next week. Frontale at home to FC Tokyo. The Reds at Kyoto Hanga. That's their opener. They play on Saturday. Frontale on Friday night. Sakai for the Reds. Thought about going forward. Did well to hold his position. Now he can get forward with Chanatip on his heels. It was a decent ball. I think that was a handball. It hasn't been caught by the assistant. Esaka. Goal scorer. I think it was inadvertent and didn't really lead to an opportunity, so the officials let it roll. I think our VAR officials may have been involved otherwise. We haven't seen the Reds in the final third for a while. They'll get a free kick. The referee so far, Hiroki Kashihara, has been very good. We haven't really seen or heard too much from him. That definitely was a double team on Shibato. Now the drums start. Young having to sort his defence out. Saka over the ball. Magic foam is down, 10 yards back, a wall of 4. Ito will join them to make some mischief. Atari in conversation with Esaka. It's in range. Akimoto and Ito on the end of the wall. Looks like it's going to be Matsuara, and takes a deflection, goes behind for a first corner of the match for the Urawa Reds. Moritari with the effort. Making his debut, of course, for the Reds. 41 matches, 2 goals for Amaya Ardija. Schultz is up. Ito there as well at the front. There's a whole gaggle, including Esaka at the back. Uenama with 4 up from the centre half position. They've certainly got enough bodies up here. Oh, it's well worked! Oh, and it is fluffed by Esaka, who had acres of space. Real chance to double his tally and the Reds. Second corner, different routine. Ito causing problems for the keeper. Oh, and a chance for Ito. Esaka with a header. And Ito couldn't push it in from close distance. Great header. And what an important block that was. Okazawa doing the important work for Frontale. 2 bites of the cherry for Ito. Couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. Less than 10 to go in this first half. I don't think we'll have too much time to be added on. A couple of injuries, nothing much. Here's Leandro. Nicely done by Frontale. Kuramaya puts the brakes on. Haven't seen so much of Schmidt in the last 10 or so minutes. Here he is. Oh, great closing down again from the Reds, putting the defence of Frontale into a lot of pressure. Off wasn't perhaps what he would have wanted from Iwao. He'll just drop back a little bit for the Reds. We hear both benches. Full vocal support. It gets very quiet sometimes around this stadium. Almost as if there's no fans in here at all. I can assure you there are. Nicely done by Iwanami. Leandro, little step over, leaving the ball, looking to cause some confusion. Now Esaka. Been a real live wire. That's another great ball. Danger here. Akimoto was at the far post. Didn't get to him. Nice from Ito. But not quite good enough. Possession-wise, it's advantage Frontale, but I tell you, in terms of clear-cut chances, it's definitely the Reds. Tip. Noburuzato finding the tie player. Now Oshima. Noburuzato. Yamane. Again, this careful build-up from Frontale, but I think it's fair to say Reds happy to break at pace and with numbers. They've been very effective. Both these teams looking to start the season on a high. Remember, if it's all level, After 90 minutes, no extra time, go straight to penalties. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Esaka, one of the bright sparks of this match. The goal scorer, but some beautiful passing as well from him. Shibato does well to hold possession. Played wide by Urawa. Sakai. And the crowd start to find their voice. Urawa again come really deep to find some options. Leandro doing the chasing. He wants some help. At the moment, the magic of Leandro, you never count him out, do you? Not shining in this first half. Just a touch over 5 minutes to go in this first half. In the sunshine. Oh, and the flag has stayed down. But Esaka is fast. He's not that fast. Just for a moment. Fans of Frontale had their hearts in their mouths. Kurumaya. Bookie's favourites. Frontale. Hurried by Young. Taniguchi just having to clear. Atari taking it quickly. Well, they're very interchangeable, aren't they? Here's Schultz. The Reds happy to mix it up. Iwanawi wanted the ball, didn't get it. Well, on this near side, popping up. Oh, it's nicely read by Shibato. Here's Esaka. Well, the run was good, but it wasn't picked up. Now Atari, it's a long way to come from left back. Flag goes up. Haven't seen that too often in this match, just a couple of times. It's been really a nice spectacle, easy on the eye this match at the moment. Excellent work again from Urawa, just past the foot of Ito. Chance perhaps for an equaliser. Yamane on the ball for Kawasaki. Looking to go on the overlap, nothing doing. Kanaga, push back. This is excellent from the Reds, really excellent. That was Moatari putting a shift in. We saw him up in attack just now. Looking now to track the run, and there he is again. Excellent from Moatari, 30-year-old, can play on either flank, of course. Impressing on his debut for the Reds. Chantip playing in gloves. It's about 13 degrees, I'm not quite sure why. Leandro looking over his head, but they still have the ball. Here's Kanaga, overlap with Yamane. And safety first for Ito. Third corner of this match for Frontale. He's a live wire, isn't he? And they take it quickly. Here is Yamane. From distance, straight at the keeper. Well, the Reds will be happy with that. Keep the shots coming from a distance, and Nishikawa will be able to pick that up, no problem at all. Possession even more in favour of Frontale, but the shots and the ones on target certainly going in favour of the Reds, and they'll be happy with those stats. Doesn't matter, they won't worry too much about possession. Their game is all about closing down and then breaking. Last minute of normal time. I'm not sure whether we'll have any time added on, perhaps a little bit, but not too much. Chazip. A couple of contributions from him. I think it's really Ken Iwao for the Reds, who's been the outstanding debutant. Maratari's also caught the eye for the Reds, again making his bow. It's been decent, hasn't it, from Urawa Reds. They'll be the happier of the two. Just the 1 minute of time to be added on, and we're already into it. Just a couple of injuries, nothing major. Oh, that was lovely from Yamane. Kanaga. Ashima looking for options. Away by Schultz. And that will do the job. They'll just want to hold their line now, the Reds. Get into half-time 1-up and see what they can build on in the second half. Not been a rip-roarer, but it's been a nice watch this first 45 minutes, and although Frontale have looked like they are about to go through the gears at the moment, there's that man, Atoro Esaka, who is the difference between the two sides, and the Reds have had the better of the chances as well. Ito with an opportunity as well to stab it in from a couple of yards away. Wasn't to be on that occasion, but well, Atoro Esaka has been excellent. Half-time here, Kawasaki Frontale 0, Urawa Reds 1.
本日のご来場者様の前半のマスク着用率は 96% となっております。引き続きマスクの着用にご協力をよろしくお願いいたします。表彰セレモニー終了後、J クラブマスコットたちによるマスコット大運動会を開催いたします。各クラブの威信をかけた熱い戦いにご注目ください。表彰セレモニー終了後もぜひお楽しみいただき、分散退場にもご協力をお願いいたします。また、自席からの移動をせず、ご自身の席での応援をお願いいたします。
皆さんお待たせいたしました。 J リーグマスコット総選挙の結果発表です。今回はこの大会を盛り上げるために J リーグさんとコラボしているアニメ「転生したらスライムだった件」略して「転スラ」で主人公リムルの声を担当している私岡崎美穂が発表させていただきます。よろしくお願いいたします。はい、そしてこちらにはベスト3に残っているマスコットの皆さんもいらっしゃっております。早速発表したいと思います。人気ナンバーワンに輝いたのは横浜 F マリノスのマリノスくんです。おめでとうございます。はい、そして2位には B ファーレン長崎のビビくん、そして3位は名古屋グランパスのグランパスくんとなりました。おめでとうございます。はい、この後は後半キックオフです。
本日は富士フイルムスーパーカップ2022にご来場いただき誠にありがとうございます。ここで J リーグ公式アプリクラブ J リーグにて試合開始前に実施いたしましたチェックインキャンペーンの当選者を発表させていただきます。まずはじめにA賞本日の試合使用級の当選者は千葉県のチャキ様です。続きまして B 賞大会記念グッズセットの当選者は東京都のユーフロ様はじめご覧の10名様です。続きまして C 賞 J リーグ公式アプリオリジナルトートバッグの当選者は神奈川県のトキ様はじめご覧の20名様です。以上の皆様となります。なお商品は後日発送させていただきます。この度はご当選おめでとうございました。
ここで前半のスタッツをご覧ください。
Welcome back. Nissan Stadium, Yokohama. That's the new trophy that they are fighting for, Kawasaki Frontale and Urawa Reds. Well, it's advantage Urawa Reds. They lead by a goal to nothing. Second half about to get underway. And I have to say, Urawa Reds, fraction of the passes from compared to Frontale, that they've done the job. Marchinho on, João Schmidt is off. Looking perhaps to be a little bit more positive. Half-time substitution. .26-year-old just will slip in behind the attacking threat of Leandro, his fellow Brazilian. And will perhaps look, you can play on either side as we look at Wakazawa. Rosato. Here is Marchinho. Looks like he's just slipping onto that near touchline. Played a couple of seasons in China. Zhongquin Li Fan came to Frontale last season, 10 games. 11 games, including one substitute appearance, 1 goal. See what difference he can make. Looks like Chanatip will play a little more central now, the Thai national team captain. There he is, a little bit peripheral in that first half. Here's Marchinho, little suggestion of offside from the Reds, the official having none of it. Chanatip, Ashima. Here's the movement from Marchinho. 221 passes in the first half. The stats tell us for the Reds, 444 for Frontale. However, and they were more accurate as well, but it would suggest that basically the Reds were doing their job on the break. They were very effective as well. Akimoto, little tap on the heels. This is a better start from Frontale. Here's Chanatip, that's a great ball forward. Marchinho! Oh, just for a minute, took a deflection, looked like it was goal bound. They started the first half brightly, didn't they? Frontale. There's Chanatip. 5 seasons at Hokkaido Consadole, 115 appearances, 14 goals. Leandro having to dig the ball out. Oh, that's Marchinho who picked up the loose ball. The Reds just need to switch on a little bit here. Kanaga. Rosato, Chanatip, and the free kick will go the way of Frontale. Sakai, the man who, I don't know whether it was intentional or not is a moot point. It certainly deflected. Wakazawa over the ball. Yasuto Okazawa, what can he do with this delivery? It's a decent one. Keeper came, thought better of it, and the shot from distance is watched over by Jung Chung Ryong. That was worth an effort, but you'd have to be technically absolutely perfect. It was Yamane with the effort after the header from Sakai. Just sliced it. Well, they either fly in or they don't. On that occasion, it didn't. Well, the shadows drifting across this pitch, but we're certainly not anywhere near the closing parts of this match. I'm going to sound old now when I say those shin pads really don't look like they do the job, do they? They're so small and inconsequential. A couple of magazines down there, that's what you need. He's okay. The medical team can stand down. Some planning going on amongst Toru Oniki and his crew. The magnetic boards are being used. They have the free kick, it'll be swung in for the Reds. Kawasaki just holding the line on the 18-yard box. Keeper in two minds. Oh my word. Didn't deal with that at all. Well, it shouldn't really have been a problem at all for Kawasaki. Is Maratari on that far side in the sunshine. A pleasant day here. Around 13 degrees, just starting to dip down, I imagine, in temperature out there, but Leandro always looks as if it's 30 degrees and he's suffering. Mercurial when he gets it right. We haven't really seen much from him, have we, in terms of attacking opportunities? Anywhere will do for Kurumaya. Ishikawa had to hurry up. Oh, caught Schultz as he came forward. Chanatip showing he's got a bit of bite as well as silky skills. 28-year-old will be relishing his opportunity with the form team of the J.League. Kawasaki Frontale just need this game to ignite a little bit. Here's Leandro. You can see what he's trying to do. Well read by Schultz. Alexander Schultz, 29 years of age now. Has played in Iceland, in Denmark, in Belgium for quite a long time with Standard, Club Brugge, Lokeren, back home to Midtjylland and then to the Reds last season. Looked pretty solid at the back for the Reds. Sakai falls backwards. Shibato, who has been very impressive on his debut here. Certainly had periods where he was running the show for the Reds in the first half. Not quite able to break at pace as they were in the first half, Reds. I think Frontale have been told not to leave that kind of space as they go forward. Martino, the substitute, the half-time substitute, just eased off the ball. And the referee says nothing wrong with Shibato's effort there. He's trying to let play go, has Naoki Kashihara, the referee. There's space now for Sakina. This is nice from the Reds. Sakai. Interchanging nicely with Ito. Oh, he just eased in there, didn't he, Shibato? Couldn't quite go the whole way, and that's a poor pass. Did ever so well, Iwao, to reclaim it. Here's Sakai playing the dummy for Noborizato. Iwao. Again, pass is short. Chance for Frontale to do the braking at speed. Yamane. Achino away by Schultz. That was a nasty one for Taniguchi. Just as well he wasn't under pressure. It came out of the sun. You can see him just shielding his eyes. You probably can't see a thing because it came right out of the sun, that ball. Patient, I think is the word we're looking for here. May open up as we head towards the 90. There's a good effort from Chanatip, but there was no way through the red wall. Well, who will get the new trophy? These two met in the Super Cup in 2019, of course. It was a 1-0 win that time out for Kawasaki. Met 3 times last season. 5-0 drubbing of the Reds by Kawasaki, away from home for Kawasaki as well. 5-0 when they first met. And then 2 draws, 3-3 in the League Cup and 1-1 back in the league at Kawasaki. Nicely done by Yamane. Kurumaya. Chanatip playing it forward. Marchino. Noborizato coming forward as well from his fullback role. Chanatip much more central. That's a great ball in. Oh, well, not the right option. That's a glimpse of what that man can do. And he's been pushed more central, and it's paying dividends. And the first corner of the second half, 5th in total for Frontale. Real opportunity there. Trying to pass it back inside. Perhaps the first time shot might have been the better option. Away and well by Sakai. Still Frontale pushing. Came off the head of Urawa, I think. Ball in is a good one. Curling from Inaga. yet really to ignite this match. It's been easy on the eye, some nice skills on display. It's interesting to see some of the new recruits to these two teams, but well, an hour gone. And our only goal coming after 7 minutes. It's been a bit cagey. Certainly a different complexion to the second half. Chanatip, what a dynamo he is, but he's just crowded out. Away comes Maratari. Under pressure, couldn't find his man. I wonder if it will end up going to penalties. Remember, there's 9 penalties missed in a row. Yokohama against Kobe. Gino leaping, just getting a slight touch on the ball, dealt with by Uenami. Leandro is always closing down, putting in a lot of work. This is better from the league champions. Looking to defend that, of course, starting on Friday. They are at home against FC Tokyo. Diamonds, Urawa Red Diamonds up against Kyoto Sanga, away for them. Past the hour mark. And we are just wondering whether we might see some of the bench being brought on, both sides. Sakai losing out. Good from Marcino, exactly what his coach would want when he was brought on. Ball played through was a decent one from Ashima. But again, good shepherding by the central defenders, nullifying the danger. Options are what Iwao wants. He's not really getting them. Down the line from Sakai, that's a decent ball. It's a throw. You see what he was trying to do, Akimoto. Oh, we need something to happen here to ignite this. The Frontale fans certainly need a goal. But both these teams cancelling each other out at the moment. Both have a good set of fans. The Reds very much a community club. Went through some tough times. And then they had, of course, that blossoming between 2003 and 2006 with Washington scoring 26 goals. They headed to the league title, their only league title in 15 years. And then, of course, a couple of Asian Champion League wins as well, 2007, 2017. And you get the sense that the Reds are on their way up. Finished 6th last year in the league. Mixed season, slow start, only won 1 out of the first 6. And then, all of a sudden, it seemed to all click. Partly because Kasper Juncker was knocking in the goals for fun. He's not here today. Reds, though, in Esaka, have a man with an eye for goal. He's the difference between these two teams. Chanatip much more influential in the second half, I think it's fair to say. .28 years of age now. Several seasons at Consadole Sapporo. Played, of course, in Thailand, Teru Sasana, Wang Thong United as well. Bit of space here. Thari has made the run. Cleared in the end by Kuramaya. Just for a moment it opened up again. Nice from Martino. Made sure he got the free kick. He's been a good substitution, hasn't he? Taniguchi, captain. Red armband, red boots. Yamane. Rosato, very assured from the fullback. He'll come flowing forward as well. Chanatip pushing them forward. Decent ball and a real chance here. A little bit congested now. Here's Chanatip. Somehow Schultz got something to it. Real opportunity for Frontale. And will that be our first yellow card of this match? Certainly pulled him back. It's Akimoto who's on the floor. And we have an injury. Penalty area for the Reds. Again, nothing too serious, I don't think. Stretched, didn't get the ball. Got Wakazawa instead. Iwanami looks like he is okay. 27-year-old, former Vissel Kobe man, of course. But what, 5th season out with the Reds? And we are about to see Tatsuki Seiko come on. 24-year-old. Making his debut. Just come from Yokohama, so this stadium will be very familiar to him. First game for his new club at his old club stadium. Might be a double substitution at this rate. Certainly Seiko about to come on for his Kawasaki Frontale debut. And then the chance. The free kick, decided not against it. Taniguchi. Yamane. And worked the opportunity well. Look how quickly the Reds break up the play. Kuramaya. No Rosato. Nice first touch, looking for Chanatip. Eased off the ball. He is the smallest player on the pitch, but he's certainly tenacious. Chanatip again. Just come out onto the flank a bit more in the last couple of minutes, the Thai player. Taniguchi. I think he thought about the shot just for a minute. Leandro, dealt with by Schultz. Little miscontrol from the Brazilian. Dealt with by the Danish defender. Good pressure though. Chanatip. That's a lovely ball. And well, he arrived late. Kanaga couldn't quite keep the ball in. He's left looking at the sun, saying, I couldn't see the ball. Well, it looks like Leandro is coming off. And Wakazawa will come on as well. I beg your pardon, Wakazawa coming off, and Kai Chinen coming on up front. So a double change. Wakazawa has made way. Seiko slotting into midfield. Just keep an eye on how that works in practice. There's Yamane inside, looking again. Seiko, an early touch. Ito didn't like that early touch. He's down, and I think the ball will be kicked out at this point. Well, not kicked out, we're waiting for the whistle. Suki Ito. Oof. Both felt that one, didn't they? But the new arrival, Seiko, less than that man there. Ito, who's still struggling. Well, it looks like the Diamonds are about to make a couple of changes as well. Youngsters okay. Yeah, 23-year-old. This is the goal. Lovely assist from Sakai. It came from nowhere. And defensively, Frontale will be disappointed. But they have time still to get back into this match. Goodness me, that was a strong challenge from Shibato. Just about skipped it, did Chanatip. Esaka, the goal scorer, putting his team into trouble and almost conceding a penalty. There's an ill-advised challenger just inside the box. Here is Seiko. Oh, it's well kept in, but only as far as a blue shirt. Here's Chanatip. Sakai trying to stop the attack, but there's three in the box. It's a dangerous one, away by Schultz. Chanatip. Taniguchi is a poor pass, and now look at the speed here. Well, it was Akamoto who just lost the foot race in the end with Noburizato, who got back very well. Just the one goal then between these two teams. You just saw it on the replay. It happened an awful long time ago. Oh, that was a nasty one. Shinen, the substitute, catching the defender. Esaka, the man who has scored. Well, Rodriguez and his team They're not playing drafts, I can assure you. They are thinking of perhaps substitutions. At the moment, his starting 11 are doing the job. It's a lovely header from Taniguchi, goodness me. Meat and drink for a central defender, but can he launch his team? Schultz tidying up for the Reds. Again, Taniguchi, massive in the air. Marcino, the first of the substitutes for Frontale, came on, of course, at half-time. Started brightly, haven't seen so much of him recently. Oof, good work from Chinnen, but again, he's got to be a bit careful. Another substitution, this and it's still Frontale who are ringing the changes. Yu Kobayashi is the man who is likely to come on. At the other end, just about, Frontale keeping themselves out of danger. Looking for the foul. The Reds, the referee, well, he's being spoken to by Iwanami. Be interesting to see that one again. Urawa getting involved. Everyone's there now having their 2 pence worth. The referee just needs to wave them away, and he's probably best not to engage in conversation. I think they're asking for a VAR consultation on this. We do have that, of course. Yudai Yamamoto is that official. Well, Chanatip is going to make way on his debut. Makes way for a man who has been playing for this team since 2010. 320th appearance, 131 goals for Yu Kobayashi. Will it make any changes? 4 changes being made now by Frontale. All pretty attack-minded. Kobayashi, 34 years of age, but there's no reason why he can't run around for 13 minutes. Chinnen playing it wide. Chance to whip that ball in. Just about got it, Kanaga. Yamane. There's Oshina. Seiko. Well, that ball was pinged in, and a chance for Oshima. Blocked. Don't think they knew too much about the block. It was Uenami, who I think was the body in the way. Ishikawa has not had that much to do in this match. In fact, neither keeper really. It's not been a game of shots on target, shall we say, despite the build-ups. First half perhaps a little bit brighter than the second. Schultz just letting the ball, shepherding it back to Nishikawa. There we go. Well, if it happened, it happened. Well, it first of all happened outside. What about this one? Didn't look to be too much in it. Reds would love to have a second goal. Good defending from Sakai. Man with the assist for the goal, of course, as well. On the overlap. Coming inside, finding the pass. Akimoto. Oh, here's Esaka again! Surely it is! All going to go the way of Urawa Reds. On the breakaway, the two strikers combining beautifully. Well, Atoru Esaka has been outstanding. And Frontale, for all their substitutions, for all their huffing, for all their puffing, are 2 down. Ricardo Rodriguez, the Spaniard, has been a bit of a magician. Look at this for a breakaway. What a fabulous ball that was, and well, he will be really disappointed, Kurimaya, that he did not deal with it there and then. Wasn't much that Taniguchi could do. He was twisted and to lovely first touch. Oh, what a first touch from Esaka. Left Taniguchi for dead, and wrong-footed Young as well. Fabulous stuff. Well, that was such a magical piece of play, and you imagine now that they're going to shut up shop. Ito and Akimoto come off. Inukai is one of those coming on. Another substitution as well for Frontale. With Oshima coming off. Koki Sukagawa is on. And Akimoto coming off then. Just a confirmation of that for the Reds. Inukai and Matsukai are on. Marcino. Oh, well, it's the first decent chance they've had in a very long time. Marcino making it, but it was that man there, the substitute Chinan, who blasted it wide. Wasn't far away. Keeper not at the race. It was an important foot in from the defender. There's a decent header from Kobayashi. Is there a sting in the tail of this match? Marcino. Not a great defensive deflection. Reds managing to clear their lines, and they'll take the free kick as well. change. Yuta Miyamoto about to come on. And Esaka is about to make way. The man who scored the 2 goals. What a good shift he's put in. This was the second. What a lovely first touch with the right foot and a finish with the left. You'll be happy to watch replays of that over and over again. And so will that man, Ricardo Rodriguez, who's just ringing the changes now. Miyamoto coming on for Sekine. The 22-year-old getting some match experience. Hirano is the man coming on for Esaka. What a shift he's put in. He not only the finishing but also some of the passing, particularly the first half, just sublime. Well, inside the last 5, doesn't look like we're going to go to penalties unless something astonishing happens. Perhaps a goal here might make it interesting. Looking for the free kick, I think. Brizzato. No change from the referee. You just wondered how it's going to go in the league. Urawa Reds looking very good for the win here. Not the lion's share of possession, but they have broken well, particularly in the first half. Looked very sharp as they streamed forward. Here's Noburuzato. Picked up by Seiko. Kanaga. Forced backwards. Noburuzato again. Being busy on this near flank. Kuramaya, the central defender, has come forward. Not really any point staying too far back. Taniguchi will mind the shop. He's come forward as well. And it's just not going the way. Oh, Frontale at the moment. A couple of minutes to go. Starting to be able to smile. That was Inukai, a substitute, doing his part. They've just shut up shop, haven't they, in the last 5 minutes or so. Put on midfielders for strikers. And, well, they've had quite a journey in the last 20-25 years, haven't they, the fans? You feel the good times are just starting under Ricardo Rodriguez. Still the press from the Reds, looking to keep defending in the other team's half. And, well, you always hear that from coaches, don't you? At whatever level. Last minute of normal time. Reds are deserving winners, I think it's fair to say. J.League itself, of course, getting underway next weekend. I hope you can join us for that. Another exciting year in prospect. Ooh, a little bit agricultural, that tackle, more out of frustration than anything else. Hirano, the substitute, taking a knock for his troubles. Good match, I think, for the referee as well, Hiroki Kasahara. Nothing really that brought our attention to him. It's not been that kind of match. Reds will just run down the clock. 3 minutes of extra time, of added time. And they'll take their time here. The Reds. Maratari. I'm sure they'd like a third. Won't come from Esaka. He's on the bench now. It's a very good header from Taniguchi. He's been outstanding in the air for Frontale. Machino looking to show his pace. It's just not going his or Frontale's way, is it? May take a bit of time for the new faces to gel for Frontale. A lot of people disappearing to other clubs. Narita to Santa Clara, Tanaka to Germany with Dusseldorf, Mitoma to Brighton and Hove Albion in England, and Hatate to Celtic in Scotland. And they've got some exciting talent, and you wouldn't bet against them being champions yet again, Frontale, but I think they'll have some challenge from Reds, who finished 6th in the league last season. I think it might be better this season. You never know. You never know. It's the excitement of pre-season, isn't it? But certainly a few interesting markers as to who to watch in this Super Cup. Looks like the Reds are going to add the Super Cup to last season's Emperor's Cup. 101st Emperor's Cup went their way, 2-1 against Oyata Trinita. Machino, almost got through into the last minute. Can they go with the ball in? And again, unable to make any real inroads. Dying embers of this Super Cup. Is there a sting in the tail here? Well, the ball in was from Noburazato, but the Reds have been stout in defence. Oh, and that, when he got the ball, he might get a yellow card as well. No yellows at all in this match, and the referee keeps his hand in his pocket. They're finishing with a flourish, Frontale, but they've come off second best here. Still, Urawa Reds hold firm into time added on top of the time to be added on. And Frontale, to their credit, still pushing, looking for a consolation here. The referee hasn't looked at his watch so far. He's had enough. He blows the whistle, and the Super Cup has gone the way of the Urawa Reds. 2 goals from that man. Arturo Esaka has secured it at full time. Kawasaki Frontale 0, Urawa Reds 2.
放送席、見事勝利を収めましたリカルド・ロドリゲス監督です。16年ぶり2度目のスーパーカップ制覇、今のお気持ちお願いします。今のお気持ちをお願いします。¿Cómo piensas que este Víctor?
Bueno, fue un partido que no fue sencillo, quizás no fue demasiado vistoso, pero bueno, hicimos un grandísimo trabajo en situaciones de presión, trabajo defensivo. Obviamente queremos tener un poco más el balón, pero creo que hicimos un gran trabajo todo el equipo y muy contento de que la afición otra vez pueda disfrutar de otro título y que podamos ganar esta copa para Urawa y toda la afición de Urawa.
まず簡単な試合ではなかったです。すごく難しい試合になりました。そして、望んでいたような内容にはならなかったですけれども、ただ結果は得られましたし、それからディフェンスのところで非常にみんながハードワークしてくれたというふうに思っています。前から追うところもそうですし、よりもう少しボールを持ってたら良かったとは思うところではあるんですけれども、ただ、選手それぞれ一人一人が頑張ってくれたので、こういった結果が得られて、そしてまたこうやって、多くの方々の、ファンサポーターの方々の前で、タイトルを取ることができて本当に嬉しく思っています。
おめでとうございます。ありがとうございました。
ありがとう。
続きまして見事2ゴールタイトルの立役者江坂選手です。おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
タイトル獲得です。今のお気持ちお願いします。
最後です。
1点目が右足、2点目が左足、ゴールシーン振り返ってもらってもいいですか。
そうですね、前半はみんな、勢いよく守備もできてましたし、チームとして、いい守備ができた中でひろき君がいいボールくれたので合わせるだけでした。2点目も、攻め込まれる時間長かったですけど、全員で耐えてあえてカウンターで仕留めれてよかったと思います。
では全国のサポーターに向けて今シーズンの意気込みお願いします。
タイトル取りましょう。
江坂選手です。おめでとうございます。続きまして柴戸海選手です。おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
90分間ファイトし続けましたね。振り返ってもらっていいですか。
そうですね、最初の試合なんで気持ちも入ってましたし、チームとしての、今シーズンが占われると思ったんで全力で戦いました。
そして柴戸選手は22番という背番号を背負って今日初めての試合でした。どんな気持ちでしたか。
これを力に突っ走っていきたいと思います。ありがとうございます。
見事タイトルを獲得して迎える J リーグの開幕です。改めてサポーターに向けてどんなシーズンにするか意気込みお願いします。
皆さんの力が必要だと思うので全員で J1 を取りましょう。
柴戸海選手でした。おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
系列しちゃって、しゅうちゃん一番前で。パパってやって、パパって帰ろう。帰ろう。いや、下映んないと。いいですか。大丈夫。真面目やから。真面目だな。出てる出てる。日本人。決めてくれる。なのに4分。触ったし。素晴らしいよ。素晴らしいよ。選手全員いらっしゃいますよ。あと選手 OK ですよ。選手 OK。はいはい。リーグ取って。マイクになっています。お願いします。絶対マイクになれる。
続きまして準優勝川崎フロンターレの勝利です。